And now sports with Chris Duerr from the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Sports Desk.
What a night, what a night, what a night. Tip top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final, and welcome back to this guy, Ben Schmidt.
Good to be back. Week 4 is upon us, and with it, a schedule that spread us all over the place with games tonight. So we concentrate our focus tonight on kicking these off what was likely the Western Big Six title game tonight. Or at least that's what we thought was going to be our lead story until something fun transpired at 10th and Jackson.
There is a new big dog on the Central State 8 block. SHG in town tonight at 10th and Jackson. How would Jack Cornell's team fare? Pretty darn well right from the start. How about some flea flicker action right out of the gate in this one? Hunter Schuckman with a give to Ivan Hoon. Hoon with a give back, and all of a sudden, hey, look at the other end of this. It's Gavin Dolman running into your living room. 68 yards later, he's in for the score, and Quincy Notre Dame had the early lead. SHG trying to answer back in this one. They got a heck of a quarterback in Mr. Cam Brinkman, and the Cyclones go to work to Seamus O'Brien. Can't get much more Irish named than that. However, Quincy Notre Dame's defense would stiffen Talon Scott, the all-time tackles leader in all-time Q&D history, with an all-time tackle for loss yet again as he finishes things off right there. How about some problems for the Cyclones in this one? A botch punt, that's coming later. First, how about we finish things off with a little Wyatt Mueller? Can't do it much better than that. 5 yards out. It's now 12-0 Q&D. Oh yes, something special is a brew at 10th and Jackson. Here comes that botched punt we were talking about, and at the end of this is Oliver Triplett to exacerbate the problems for the Cyclones. How about Wyatt Mueller taking it home yet again to extend the lead out to 18-0. Bottom line tonight, Quincy Notre Dame stuns the Illinois football world with a 37-7 blowout victory of visiting SHG to take controlling interest in the Central State 8 West race. Oh man, careful what you wish for when you invite a new team to the party. What a win tonight for the Raiders. All right, the Blue Devils, as Ben alluded to, playing on the road at Moline in what likely would be your Western Big Six de facto title game. Right off the bat, Maxwell Wires announces his presence with defensive authority. Yeah, Moline struggling to get their offense going early, and this guy was as good as it gets tonight. Braden Little, a record-setting night for the Blue Devils. Helps when you have this guy in your backfield. We call him Time Machine Roger Craig. Jarius Rice Jr., oh, the hezzy moves. He'll get thrown into the end zone, and yeah, that's a touchdown. Waning seconds in the first half, Rico Clay with the first of 3 touchdown receptions. Oh, and we're not done tonight. 437 passing yards for Braden Little. That is a new school record, including 6 touchdowns, 1 here to Caden Johannesson, and Caden on the slant move is gone. All Blue Devils tonight as they get the win over Moline. And yeah, Quincy High is very much for real, kids. Final count in this one sees the Blue Devils victorious 43-21. Also in the Central State 8 tonight, Jacksonville put up 76 points on Lanphier in the first half. Big win for the Crimsons, who improved to 3-1 on the season. Ben, you talk now.
Yeah, let's go to the Panthers, bringing a 3-0 record into their home matchup. They hosted Unity Payson earlier tonight. Central flexed their muscles early, just 3 minutes in. Caden Niekamp shreds that tackle like it's nothing and goes 29 yards from there to the house. Panthers would go on to go for 2 right after that touchdown, and Connor Bush powers his way in, gives Central the quick 8-0 lead again, just 3 minutes in. And then 3 more minutes later, it's more of the ground and pound, this time by Zach Ware. There's one stiff arm. We're going to see another coming in just a moment. 2 stiff arms on the play. 55-yard score helped put the Panthers up 16-0. We're barely halfway through the first quarter of this one, and the rushing attack stayed dominant into the second quarter as Bush scores from 10 yards out to make it a 3-score game. Not a whole lot going right for Unity Payson early. However, they did get some momentum going on defense the next drive. Cole Ray there to help break up the pass and gets the interception as he goes to the ground for the Mustangs. However, they could not capitalize, and still a 22-0 game at this point. Elijah Genenbacher gets shifty on this run from the quarterback position. Count the broken tackles, and Jukes coming on this play for Genenbacher gets Central to just outside the red zone. However, they wouldn't score because Sawyer Allen strips it away. The Mustang quarterback, he can play a little defense as well. but not the final play of the first half, because that would come for Central with just 1 second to go. Ware runs it in from 7 yards out. His second score of the night. This one all Central. They win it 35-6.
Elsewhere tonight, Brown County, huge win for Team Fullerton tonight and the Hornets as they beat Triopia on the road 51-6. We got Beardstown, Route Catholic tomorrow. That should be fun. Also tonight, in the WIVC South, Calhoun leaves no doubt about it, handing unbeaten, or at least formerly unbeaten, West Central its first loss of the season. Pleasant Hill Western was losing to Carrollton at last check. The Saukeys trying to take down another giant tonight. My man.
Now we get Pittsfield versus Williamsville. There you see both teams running out onto the field. First, we start with the Williamsville drive. Carter Frazier picks off the Bullets in the end zone. Nice job there. Looked like he had the receiver open, but once again, Carter Frazier says not so fast. Then late in the first quarter, Jesse Davidsmeyer, a 30-yard run. Nicely done there. Does get just tracked down from behind, but that sets up a 4-yard touchdown by Lane Foster. That makes it 6-0 Saukeys. Now we head all the way to the third quarter. Now Saukeys trailing. Draven putter ball recovers a fumble for Pittsfield, falls on that one, and now we head to the fourth. Jesse Davidsmeyer, 8-yard rushing touchdown, but the Saukeys would go on to miss the 2-point conversion. That leads to a Williamsville win. They take it 21-12.
Yeah, Draven Puterbaugh, though, pretty darn good. Elsewhere tonight, ain't nothing soft about the Macomb Bombers. What you talking about, Willis? 48-22 tonight over West Hancock. Huge win for Tanner Horrell and company. Illini West gets out of the winless streak. Their next 3 opponents starting with tonight all winless, so Illini West a chance to get back to 3-3. They beat up on South Fulton 44-20. Big win tonight for Rushville Industry yet again, who is now 3-1 on the season. Moving to Missouri, Hannibal trying to bounce back after that tough and gnawing loss last week to Fulton. How would the Pirates fare? Pretty darn well at the expense of the Hornets tonight. Starts with Mike Ferreira doing Mike Ferreira type things. Give him the ball and let him get the juice flowing into the end zone for the score. The defense standing up huge tonight for the Pirates as well. How about my man Aiden Scott? He is a terror, and you see it right there with the quarterback sack. That would set up Landon Essig. Mr. Essig finds his way to some open space and a little whirling dervish move at the end. More from Ferreira from a yard out. More from Essig. Lather, rinse, repeat. The Pirates look like the Pirates again tonight, pulling off the 60-0 victory over Fulton. Elsewhere tonight, Scotland County falls from the ranks of the unbeaten, but man, did they give South Harrison everything they could handle tonight. The Tigers are indeed for real. 3-1 on the season. 22-15 your final there. Northland Christian tonight, no match for Paris. That score, as you see right there, 74-8. Did not have a North Shelby final yet. They were leading by a touchdown over Wellington Napoleon at the half. Let's do the Farmers Cup tonight. Mark Twain hosting state-ranked fanfare in this one. The Indians 3-0 for the first time since 2017 coming in. Although it would be the Tigers who from the start looked like the state-ranked team in this one. The Tigers were afforded a short field to start with tonight after a punting mishap. 2 fourth-down conversions on this first drive. This one, Nolan Epperson to Eli Tobin, is good. That sets up this 1-yard Nolan Epperson squirm-through touchdown. It's 6-0. Van Far's next possession, a bit of a nightmare as well, as it would end up in a pick right here by Coden Miller. Coden Miller in that defensive backfield for the Tigers is really good. Miller with a pick, and that gives the ball back to the Tiger offense, and Jack Dotson going to do some work. He's going to plunge his way in from 7 yards out and extend the lead to 12-0. State-ranked Van Far very much in trouble. However, on 4th down, your quarterback, Reese Colwell, will do some nice work right here and find Pacey Redding, who's not just for basketball anymore, comes up with a nifty snare there to move the chains at that point, and that would set up a man named after my favorite boxing upset of all time, Tyson Douglas. Check out this run, 32 yards. You're not going to see much better than this anywhere this season. That's Aeneas Williams-like right there from Tyson. 32-yard run made it 12-6. The Tigers answer immediately back. 29 more yards from Jack Dotson makes it 20-6 as the Tigers retake the lead. Van Far's going to rally all the way back in this game. 4th and 3 late in the first half helped in this one. It's Colwell to Gavin Gatson on 4th and goal, and that touchdown pass is going to help help Van Far beat Mark Twain. 28-26 was your final. On the scoreboard, Bowling Green tonight all over North Callaway to stay unbeaten. My man Aiden Grody with a couple of touchdown receptions in that one. Also, Wright City, too much for Louisiana, winning 49-14. Let's go to the Clarence Cannon, Ben.
Yeah, we get a look at Palmyra taking on Highland. Palmyra coming off a big 56-14 win against Macon last week, so they take on Highland tonight. They're looking to make it back-to-back wins at home once they get in the Clarence Cannon Conference. We start with the Panthers in the red zone after a scoreless first quarter. Landon Carroll runs it in from 8 yards out. Nice broken tackle there, too, on the play. That gets Palmyra on the board. Panthers now going for two, going right after the touchdown. You think it's going to Carroll again. Nope. Handoff to Pierce White, and he gets in. That makes it an 8-point drive for Palmyra. Now we get a look at the defense, and look who it is. Carroll again, this time stopping that run before it even gets started. Now Panthers looking to add on. Ryland Compton finds Layden Simmons, and that's just too easy for Simmons. Another Palmyra touchdown as he struts on in, and then things continue to go from bad to worse for Highland on the ensuing kickoff, and that one is muffed, and it's White who's there to recover it. Now you can't advance it, so the touchdown doesn't count, but it is the Panthers' ball. They recover the muff kickoff, and it really didn't matter because this play, not a repeat. It's the same play action and toss to Simmons. Once again, he does the rest and scores another touchdown. This game continuing to be all Palmyra at this point. We're going to go back to the defensive side one more time for the Panthers. Highland receiver left open, but then check out the hit coming by J.T. Thomas. Ball on the ground, and it's a scoop and score for Rayson Miller. This one, once again, never really in doubt. Palmyra wins it 46-6.
Palmyra in a really nice groove right now. Elsewhere in the Cannon, how about this? South Shelby jumping all over Clark County, 52-20. South Shelby still undefeated at 4-0 on the season. The game of the night, the win of the night in the Cannon comes here. Huge win tonight for Monroe City in comeback fashion. Listening to this game on the radio, the Panthers were dead, down 2 touchdowns before the half. Huge drive just to beat the halftime buzzer by David Kirby's team, capped off by a Quincy Mayfield touchdown, gives them the momentum back. What a win for Monroe City tonight. 36-34 your final. Southeast Iowa, the win of the night. Maybe the shocker, but maybe proof positive that Central Lee is indeed for real, everybody. Central Lee goes on the road to number 10 Davis County and pulls off the 21-14 victory. Wow, are the Hawks 4-0 on the season. We'll see them next week. Also tonight, Keokuk in comeback fashion in the fourth quarter now. They were trailing 33-28. They're now up 44-33 on Fairfield. Everything off to a really late start up there tonight because of Military Appreciation Night tonight, and a rough night for Fort Madison as the Hounds fall on the road at Powerhouse Williamsburg, I should say, 67-6. Finally, one score to pass along on the night for you as well from golf. Illini West finishes second up at Gibson Woods today. Nick Bruns, Nolan Murphy, and Brennan Grotz all in the top 10. We're just getting warmed up on the weekend. Ben and I have a monster overtime coming your way tomorrow. Soccer, softball, football, high school and college variety, and so much more.